Hello everybody and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra and today we are doing a Tarot Pick-a-Pile card reading for December of 2021. We're going to look at the general energies for the month, some things you might be dealing with, maybe some advice on how to deal with things that come up or the kinds of things that might happen during the month or the things that you can expect. Any general energies, that kind of thing. We do have our tarot cards and Lenormand cards we're going to look at. We also have our romance oracle, so we'll be looking at your love life a little bit. And we also have some other oracle cards over here that we're going to look at, the Zen Oracle. We also have our charms that we will be doing during the reading. We have our oracle spheres, so you can be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to. And then we also have our angel numbers that we like to do during these readings as well. So you can find out maybe some lucky numbers for the month, some extra things that the angels might want you to focus on or look at or pay attention to, that kind of thing. All right. So we have a lot to get to today. So we have pile 1 here. It has the milky quartz. We have pile 2 with the howlite stone and pile 3 with the citrine. Okay. We're going to give you some time to reflect on these piles, and when you feel ready, after your gut instinct leads you to which pile you should watch, you go ahead and you can go down into the description, and there will be a link that will lead you directly to that pile. All right? So we're going to give you some time to reflect on that, and when you're ready, we'll see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading for December of 2021. Those of you that chose the milky quartz. Now, remember, we have our tarot cards and Lenormand cards and whatnot here. That's going to let us know a lot of your energies you're going to see in December, some of the things you might be dealing with, maybe some advice on how to do things during the month, or some things that you might expect to crop up, or issues you might deal with, that kind of thing. We also have your romance oracle deck here, so we can check out a little bit of what's going on in your romantic life during the month. We also have our Zen Oracle cards here too. It might give us a little bit more insight. We're going to be doing our charms also with this reading to help give us some more clarity. And then we also have our oracle spheres. So you can be thinking of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to. And we will be going out and getting those answers. We also have our angel numbers for the month. So these might help you with any lucky numbers during the month, maybe some important days of the month, or some specific things that the angels would like for you to pay attention to dealing with the month of December. Okay? So let's get started. We got a lot to do today, and let's see what kind of things we got going here. All right. First of all, we have the Magician. We have the Page of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. Wow, love the energies. The 9 of Wands. Yeah, The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, wow, this is beautiful so far. The Queen of Pentacles. The 4 of Cups. The 9 of Cups. The Justice card and Fidelity. Wow. Okay, I want to move this one over here. Wow. Okay. Lots of stuff going on here. First of all, early on in the month, I feel like actually, this message I'm getting ready to say is not for everybody, so if it doesn't resonate, just leave it, that this part of the reading wasn't for you. But I get the idea that some of you will be finalizing like a separation or a divorce or some sort of thing like that, dealing with like a partner or a spouse or somebody like that. And the reason why I get that is the fidelity card here. I get the feeling that maybe your significant other, the person was in your life, maybe was not very loyal to you, might have cheated on you, might not have, stood by your side when they needed to or whatever. And that with the Justice card and the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups, we've got some Cups emotional issues here that you might be dealing with that early in the month. Now, if that doesn't resonate with you, that's fine, because like I said, this is only for, a select number of you. A lot of people will be watching the reading, and only so many of you, obviously that's going to be for. The other issue I get early on, for those of you who aren't dealing with those emotions, is I feel like you might be somewhat more emotional earlier in the month. You might have some things coming up that kind of make your emotions kind of go up and down, kind of like the waves in the ocean. You kind of maybe need to calm yourself when you can, or do what you can to kind of get out of that emotional state, get your stability back, where you feel more stable and more secure. Because I feel like early on, especially like the first week maybe in December, it might be kind of an emotional time for you. You're going to have some emotional ups and downs kind of going there. Now, as far as the rest of the month, especially dealing with money matters, job-related matters, and things you've been trying to manifest into your life, the material things of the earth, and this could be romantic related as well, because it is a material, thing to get a, romantic partner. But basically, things you've been trying to manifest, things dealing with a job, things dealing with money, those are going to be very much a focus of the month for you. You're going to be spending time trying to manifest some things in your life. You're going to be trying to improve your work relationship or your job, or you might start a new business, or something you've been working on is going to finally kind of show some promise or do some well. I get the feeling that your finances are going to take a turn for the better towards the end of the month, or mid-month through the end of the month. I think things are going to turn around for you and finally start doing better. You're going to be able to harvest some of the things that you've been working on and putting out into the universe. You are going to be able to start manifesting things and start pulling those things into your life that you would like to see, and things like that. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting for a good portion of the month, or at least the last half of the month. That things that you really are passionate about, things that you've really been putting some time and effort into, are going to prove beneficial to you at this point. Okay? That, especially monetarily, or in other areas, in earthly matters, other earthly gains that you can get besides money, the effort that you've been putting into some causes or some thoughts or some ideas or some projects, or like I said, opening a business, any of these things that you've been putting a lot of your passion and energy into, should start coming to fruition. And I think that might be part of the emotional ups and downs early in the month, because I feel like maybe you guys might have this feeling of, oh my gosh, I put all this effort into this and I'm not seeing anything come back out of it. I've been trying to manifest, getting some more money, or I've been trying to get this project off the ground, or I've been, trying to do this or that, and I'm not really seeing any results, and kind of, that kind of thing. And so you might get kind of emotional about it early in the month. I recommend that you just kind of take some time to rest, take some time to get your balance back in order, get some time to feel more on an even keel and let the universe do its thing. You know, you've put out what you can into the universe, let the universe do its thing, and then you're going to start seeing the fruits of that labor come to pass for you. Okay, you're going to be able to start getting that. Let's take a look at the Zen Oracle here and see what other energy or something else that you might need to deal with during the month. This one right here, transformation. Now that's really interesting. It's also an 8, or I'm sorry, it's 13. It's the transformation card, which would normally be the death card in the regular tarot, and that means changes are coming. And I want to look up specifically what it says for this card on the Zen. I'm going to look specifically in the book, so that there might be a specific message here that might resonate with you, or, you know, something specific for you. The central figure in this card sits atop a vast flower of the void and holds the symbol of transformation, the sword that cuts through illusion, the snake that rejuvenates itself by shedding its skin, the broken chain of limitations, and the yin-yang symbol of transcending duality. One of its hands rests on its lap, open and receptive. The other reaches down to touch the mouth of a sleeping face, symbolizing the silence that comes when we are at rest. This is a time for a deep let go. Allow any pain, sorrow, or difficulty just be there, accepting it as facticity. It is very much like the experience of Gautam Buddha when, after years of seeking, he finally gave up, knowing there was nothing more than he could do. That very night he became enlightened. Transformation comes, like death, in its own time. And like death, it takes you from one dimension into another. Okay, so that's a really important message here, dealing with, we talked about the emotional things that might come up during early in the month, and the transformation card shows that it is time to go, okay, I can't do anything else about it. I need to kind of let it go. I need to let the universe do its thing, like we talked about earlier. And that the death card or the transformation card, it means the same thing, because the death card in tarot does mean transformation. It means, you know, new start, new beginning, things changing from one thing to another. And I do feel like in December, you will be changing, things will be changing up for you. You will be going from one type of phase in your life, or one thing, you know, that you're dealing with, and all the way to something new and different. And it's going to be a lot better. It's going to really improve and get better over the month. Okay, so this transformation is going to be a really good one for you. Like I said, it might be a little rocky early in the month because of the emotional things, but just remember that that's just kind of stuff you have to kind of deal with sometimes in life, kind of stuff that's kind of going on there. But that transformation is on the way. That, you know, the 9 energies that you've got going on, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the Magician card, you've got all of these things here that, you know, you're going to be able to transform and move around. So I really like that. All right, let's see what might be going on in your love life here. And this is for singles, or if you're in a committed relationship, you know, the message will be slightly different, but there's still a message for you here on that. So let's go ahead and pick out our card today. Okay, soulmate. So yes, this is your soulmate. So in your love life, and I think this is only for some of you, so I'm going to pick another card. Some of you guys will be entering into a relationship this month, and the ones of you that are entering into a new relationship this month, the universe is trying to say, yeah, they're really important. Or if you've just recently entered a relationship and you're not sure whether, you know, this is really the one or whatever, Spirit's trying to say, yeah, it is. Now, let's see about the rest of you guys. What we got going on here? Romantic feelings. Okay. So your feelings are real and worth exploring. So a lot of you guys are going to be dealing with new relationships this month. Now, obviously, if you're in a committed relationship, maybe it's going to go to a new level, or you're going to feel more deeper feelings or some other things that maybe you hadn't felt before for this person. I always find that exciting when that happens. Even if you've been with somebody for 20, 30 years, like, I've been with my husband over 30 years now, and every once in a while, a new feeling will pop up, or it'll, a feeling that I've had before will kind of twist and change up and feel differently and almost brand new. And that's exciting when that happens in a relationship. So that's something I want you to keep an eye out for if you're already in a relationship. But I think a lot of you guys will actually be dealing with new relationships, or will be strengthening relatively new relationships that you have. Okay, so that's really important for you to keep that in mind. Okay, so yeah, that's going on there. Let's go ahead and move on to our charms, and then we'll do our oracle spheres. Okay, all right. Whoa, I'm so sorry. Goodness, knocking everything over. Well, guess that's not going to work. We're just going to leave it down there and we'll fix it later. All right. So we're going to do our charms and see if there's any other energies during the month that you might need to deal with, or any advice the universe might have for you, or let's just see here. I'm going to give a really good shake up. Okay, we didn't have a lot come out. Okay, balance is going to be really important for you this month. Some of the other cards indicated that, and now we've got the sun and the moon. So it's really important for you to get your balance this month. You just start feel more on an even keel, that kind of energy, because I think that's something that might be a little difficult, especially early in the month, to do. We also have the skull and crossbones, so there is a warning out here for you guys to maybe be on the lookout. We did have the fidelity card, and I do think that that might be related to that, in that there might be somebody not being totally true to you. And this may not be a romantic partner, by the way. This could be somebody, a friend, or somebody else who might betray you in some way, or might not really stick up for you maybe when it matters, or maybe let you down when you need it. It's that kind of energy. It's that kind of warning that maybe be on a lookout for that. And that may be one of the things that causes some of the emotional upheaval early in the month as well. Okay, so there's different causes of that. We do have some new innovative ideas coming this month, and I find that really exciting. That's always really good. Because we have the arrow here, shooting arrows out, being out there, going the right direction. It's also kind of a, like a clock face, arrow, like pointing. And so I see that as things being a matter of time. And that's important for you to know and think about during the month, is that things will come in their own time, and things will come when they're ready. And don't push it too hard. Don't worry about it too much. Just let it be. Like I said, you've done what you could do. Let everything else work and play out on its own, okay? Because you do have the Seven of Wands energy here. Sevens are very much a spiritual number. The wands are that fiery, passionate number, things that you really care about. So let Spirit help work this through with you, okay? That's, the energy that we've got going on. Let Spirit do its thing and help you manifest these things that you really want. We do have the Leo and the Sagittarius energies here. So be thinking of, Leos are once again a fiery energy. It's a fire sign. and you have lots of wands energy. So this is a very passionate month for you. This is something that, things that raise passions in you, and not just romantic ones. What I mean by passions is anything that you really truly get excited about, okay, or feel very passionate about, or really care about, or just get really fired up over. Okay, this month has got that energy going with it, where things that stir you in that way, that build your fire, are really coming into their own this month, and they're really igniting and really, going forward. That's the exciting part of this month for you guys, is all of this, bubbly, fiery energy. I really like that going on, going there. And so, yeah, and also the arrows with the Sagittarian, once again, arrows. When you think of arrows, you think of, fast flight, movement kind of energy. And this month has a lot of fiery, passionate movement in it. Okay. So there's a lot of that going on for you this month. It's going to be an exciting month from that point of view. You're going to have a lot of, moving around and things going there. Okay. So that's really exciting too. Let's go ahead and do our oracle spheres and our angel numbers, and let's see what else we can find out here. All right, if you've never seen these before, what the oracle spheres are is we'd like for you to think of a question that has a yes or no type of answer associated with it. So you phrase the question in such a way that a yes or no would suffice as the answer. Okay, we have other answers similar to yes or no, but they are slightly different. But they're all on that kind of plane. Okay. So you think of a question. Then we have 4 different stands. We have blue, purple, bronze, or green. You pick which stand you would like your answer to appear on. And then when we go out and we get our answers, we'll put them on the stands. Okay, so that's the way this works. All right, so we're going to do number 1, blue is a not likely. Number 2, purple's a not sure. Usually with that is either the question wasn't phrased very clearly, or some things have to happen first before the universe can give an answer, because it might change up the outcome. Okay. Number 3, bronze is a very likely. And then a number 4, green's a yes. So we have the number 1, blue is not likely. Number 2, purple's a not sure. Number 3, bronze is a very likely. And number 4, green's a yes. So there's your oracle sphere answers for today. All right, now let's get our angel numbers. Okay. How this works is very similar in that we have stands that we would like for you to choose from. Okay, but we have 5 different stands because we like to get 5 angel numbers. Angels like to communicate with us in many different ways, and one of those ways is through symbolisms, things like feathers and, other things like that. But another way is through numbers. So we have our bag of angel numbers here, and we're going to be randomly picking them, but what it is each number has specific meanings and resonances and things like that. And what we would like for you to do is you pick your stand that you would like your angel number to appear on, and then when you get your number, you can go to the links in the description and type in angel number, whatever, once you go to one of the links, or you can go out to Google and type in angel number, whatever number it happens to be, and you find out what the angels are trying to get you to focus on for the month, or a specific message they're kind of important to you, or something they want you to pay attention to, that kind of thing. Okay. Another way that people like to use these numbers is as lucky numbers for the month. They'll use all 5 numbers, or pick a stand for a lucky number, or something like that. Another way they might use them is if the numbers happen to go below 31, they might pick the numbers as important days in the month for them to do something with, or something like that. So there's lots of different ways you can utilize these. If you found other ways too, let us know in the description, because other people might want to do that as well. Okay, so let's get our numbers here. Number 1 blue is an 18. Number 2 green is a 11. Number 3 silver is a 44. Ooh, some master number energies going on here. Number 4 gold's a 36. And number 5 bronze is an 8. So we have 18, 11, 44, 36, and 8. So there are our angel numbers for the month. Wow, guys, it sounds like you have a lot going on this month. I really hope everything works out really well for you. It sounds like it will in the long run, so I'm very excited about that. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Also, do check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings on lots of topics that might be of interest to you. We do our monthly readings. We also do our daily messages from Spirit that you can check out and maybe get a message. We do put out other videos every week, and we are getting ready to come up and do our yearly videos coming up. And those are based on your astrological sign, but they are pick-a-pile readings. So it's not just one pile per astrological sign. So you have different energies you can find out about for next year and what next year might be like in 2022. We're going to be putting those up relatively soon. So check those out when they come out. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, we will look forward to you doing so you can find out when we post the videos. Also, please share the channel with your friends and family. That helps the channel grow. It's very much appreciated by us, and it's the very, very best thing you can do to help out the channel. All right, guys, we look forward to seeing you again in future videos. And may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your December of 2021 reading. Those of you that chose the Howlite Stone, we're going to move that over here. We have our tarot cards and Lenormand cards that we're going to find out what your general energies are, what kinds of things you might be dealing with during the month, maybe some advice on some things, what kind of specific situations might crop up, what kind of feelings you might have, things like that. We also have your Romance Oracle cards here, so we can be looking at your romantic life a little bit and maybe get a little idea of what's going on with that. We also have our Zen Tarot cards, so that's going to give us a little bit more insight. We also have our charms that will also give us a little bit more of what's going on during the month. And then our Oracle spheres, where you can think of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to. We like for you to do that. And then we also have our angel numbers. That is where the angels give an opportunity to give you any specific messages about the month or anything that they would like for you to look at, or for you to have lucky numbers or other things like that. Okay, so we'll do those towards the end of the reading as well. So we have a lot to get to today. So let's see what energies we have going on. We've got the 10 of Cups, Temperance, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. The 2 of Wands, wow. The 3 of Cups, the Page of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Wands, and Unexpected Joy. Wow, okay. Okay, yeah. I feel like early on in the month, you guys are going to have some very exciting things happening, okay? Unexpected things, like this unexpected joy. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, where, look, you spin and you don't know where it's going to land. The King of Wands, he's a very fiery, passionate kind of king, and you notice how he's kind of got his wand over the world, like, he could go kind of anywhere. You've got the celebratory 3 of Cups here. We got the Page of Swords. It's that young, youthful energy. The Swords is kind of the charge out kind of suit, go out there. So I really feel like early on in the month, you guys are going to have some exciting, unexpected things happening. They could be on all different levels. You're going to have some things to be joyous about, maybe celebrate with your friends and family. You're going to have some things come about that you just we'll be surprised by. And this could be in pretty much any area of your life. It's just a lot of, I actually see quite a few little unexpected things happening. Also possibly a really big one as well. But, it's just kind of this random, just cool things happening, synchronicities and all these other really cool things, especially in the first week and a half of the month, maybe even through to the 15th, 14th, 15th, somewhere in there. That's the energy I'm kind of feeling. But the rest of the month is kind of a little bit more calm, relaxed, family-oriented. You might have some time to rest a little bit, which sounds kind of strange because towards the end of the month is more of the holiday season. Most of us around the world celebrate various holidays in December. A lot of them are family-oriented and whatnot, but they usually cause a lot of hecticness and other things like that. But for some reason, I feel like you guys are going to have a more balanced energy, a little bit more calm energy during this time. It will be a time for family. It will be a time, celebratory and things like that. There will be maybe some work going on, but it won't overpower or overshadow your family time. You'll be able to kind of work between the two. Much more balanced than sometimes we can manage. So I feel like the last half of the month, or the last good portion of the month actually, is going to be a kind of more relaxing month for you. Maybe all the quick, joyous, fast things happening early in the month might, those will calm down a little bit, and then maybe give you an opportunity to maybe kind of slide into that more mellow energy, that more, okay, things aren't happening super fast and lots of big changes and lots of stuff like that happening. Maybe, you will be able to kind of rest and relax a little bit more. You'll be able to balance things out a little bit better. You'll be able to, it won't be quite as hectic and rush and, exciting, but it also sounds really nice because you will have that nice, more even keel kind of energy. And like I said, I really feel like you're going to be very family focused a lot during the month. Most of the month actually will be very much family and friend focused. And you'll feel a lot like you can celebrate. That's kind of the energy I'm getting for the month. Let's look at our Zen Oracle here. Let's see if there's any other energies or other things maybe to pay attention to for the month. This card right here is the one we want. Number 10, we are the world. Woo! All right. Let me look that up in the book. I really like these cards. They have a lot of cool things to say. They're based on the tarot, but they're also can have some slightly different meanings than the tarot on some specific cards here. So this is the 10 of diamonds. We are the world, which is great. It's another 10 card. It's that other, kind of just reaching this high level with your 10 of cups and the 10 of diamonds both showing up. That's really beautiful. Let's see what this has to say about it, though. Humanity is depicted here as a rainbow of beings. You notice how there's a rainbow. And there's also a rainbow in this particular card as well, because the 10 of cups usually has a rainbow. I want you to think about that for a moment, because if there was a sign that you were needing to be given by the universe, if you've asked for a sign recently, rainbow might be one of them. Some of you may have asked for rainbows, and here you have two of them in two different forms, okay? But they're dancing around the medulla of the earth with their hands joined together in joy and gratitude for the gift of life. This card represents a time of communication, of sharing the riches that each of us brings to the whole. There is no clinging here, no grasping. It is a circle without fear of feelings of inferiority and superiority. Once again, it's that balanced energy. Okay? When we recognize the common source of our humanity, the common origins of our dream and longings and our hopes and fears, we are able to see that we are all joined together in the great miracle of existence. When we can combine our tremendous inner wealth to create a treasure of love and wisdom that is available to all, we are linked together in the exquisite pattern of eternal creation. That's really beautiful. So when thousands and thousands of people around the earth are celebrating, singing, dancing, ecstatic, drunk with the divine, there is no possibility of any global suicide. With such festivity and with such laughter and with such sanity and health, with such naturalness and spontaneity, how can there be a war? Life has been given to you to create and to rejoice and to celebrate. When you cry and weep and when you are miserable, you are alone. When you celebrate, the whole existence participates with you. Only in celebration do we meet the ultimate, the external. Only in celebration do we go beyond the circle of birth and death. And that is really awesome, because if you think about it, this month is full of a lot of celebratory type of holidays. It's a lot of them dealing with joy and family and, connection to divine and spiritual and all of these other things. And so that's going to be a big focus of yours during this month. And honestly, that's really awesome, because being able to turn the frantic hecticness of the first part of the month into this wonderful, joyous balance of energy, of just feeling the oneness of the earth, is really awesome. I really find that exciting, and I think that that's really, really cool that you have these circles. You have so many tens going on here. You have the 10 of cups, we have the 10 of diamonds, and the 10 on the wheel of fortune here. Tens are completion energies. Tens are the ultimate getting everything you want kind of energy. They're the kind of the circle of life energy. They're the, you've reached it, the top energy. And also with the King of Wands, that also shows that as well. And so that's really exciting, that you're going to be reaching those kind of high levels of emotional happiness this month. That's just really cool. All right, let's take a look at your romance oracle. This is for anybody's romantic life. This could be people with or without relationships going on, or partners in their life. We'll see. Sometimes it's really weird. These cards, the messages they like to put out there sometimes are specific in nature to a specific group of you. A lot of times it's not for the whole collective. It's a little bit more specific type of energy involved a lot of times. But let's see what's going to come out today. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Now that's interesting, because you have such a joyous month going on. If somebody is deceiving you, it might be in that maybe this is just something for you to be aware of. And once again, I feel like it's only very specific. Like I said, these cards tend to be very specific for only a certain select few of the collective. So it's very weird how these cards tend to do that. Different cards have different energies, and that's important to know when you do tarot. And I have found over time that this one, that tends to be the energy, is to be very laser focused on, specific. Sometimes I have to pull 2 or 3 different ones so I can get messages for everybody on it. But the message for some of you is that there might be somebody that you are in a romantic relationship with that might be deceiving you in some way. Now, I don't necessarily get the energy that it's a deception of, cheating on you or basically lying to you. When I get the deception in this particular reading today, I feel like it might be more of maybe not telling you all of their feelings on something, or maybe there's something you really like and they're not telling you that they don't really like it, or those kinds of energies, those types of deceptions, ones that are kind of harmful in a relationship, because it's important to be honest, but they're not like a super major, I can't believe they did that, or they withheld that from me, or they lied to me about this, or whatever. So you see the difference in the energy there a little bit. Let's go ahead and pull another one in case there's another message for another small group of you guys here. Actually, I got a couple of them here we're going to pull. All right. First of all, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And that's interesting because I did talk about earlier about a relationship with the divine. So some of you guys might be dictating how your relationship goes based on your religious beliefs or how you were raised religiously. So, for example, maybe you're not taking it to another level that some people would find okay and acceptable because your particular religious beliefs don't go that way. Or maybe you are only want to have a relationship with somebody that has the same faith as you. Or maybe you are looking for somebody who fulfills you spiritually, has a lot of the spiritual beliefs that you believe in and things like that. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting with that one. Now this card here is make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, so if you are in an early relationship or even a long-term one, I feel like this could be for you guys that are in a relationship or just starting out one. It's very important to make the effort. Relationships don't just grow on their own. You need to decide to do something with them. You need to work at it. Any kind of relationship, any kind of partnership, all the way through from just early dating all the way through to marriage or other types of partnership and everywhere in between requires a certain level of care, a certain level of participation on your part, and a certain level of work. Okay, a lot of people don't realize that when they get into relationships. They think, oh, I fall in love with this person and everything will just fall in place. We love each other and love conquers all. Well, that's only true to a certain degree. There is work involved. It's hard being with another person. You have your own agendas, you have your own thoughts, your own feelings, and to meld that into one person and still remain separate and keep your own identity is very, very difficult. And because you do have your own agendas and identities and things that matter to you and things like that, sometimes that conflicts with the other person, either on your ideas about things or how you decide to go about doing stuff or, things like that. And that can cause some issues and you have to work through those things. It's not impossible to do, but it does take effort and time. Okay, so basically you have the three different, so whichever one of these kind of resonates with you, that should be the message for you for the reading for today. We're going to go ahead and move on to our charms in case there's any other messages or resonances or other things you might need to know. And then we'll do our oracle spheres and our angel numbers. Oh, I did that in the last reading. I keep knocking it over, so we'll just leave it that way. Oh, now I'm knocking cards over, my word. Okay. All right, let's go on. We will do our angel numbers and our oracle spheres. All right, we're going to see what our charms have to say for us today. Ooh, lots of charms. Wow. Okay. That means you got a lot going on, which, I really feel like that's the case. This is interesting. You have a 1 and 11. Those sometimes can mean really specific things. First of all, ones usually deal with yourself. They deal with renewing, rejuvenation, starting out new things, that kind of thing. We also have the 11, which has some of that energy, but it's also a master number. Sometimes we see things like 1111 or that kind of thing. So 111 might also mean something to you there. The universe might be trying to give you a specific message there with those numbers. So that might be a number you might look up with your angel numbers for the month. We do have the transformation butterfly here. We also have the mermaid, which is another transformational energy. So I do feel like you guys might be transforming yourselves some this month. We did have that quick energy of things moving along. We do have the 10s, and then we now have the 1s. Tens, like I said, were completion energy. Ones are starting out, new energy. That could very much be your transformational energies going on here. We do have our feather, which means that spirit is involved with you very heavily this month, and that they're working with you. We also do have the Aquarius symbol, which I often see as the temperance a little bit. You kind of, get the temperance symbol along with that. And so once again, it's that whole energy of balance and tranquility and all of that kind of stuff. So it's really interesting how that's showing up a lot in your reading here. All right. We also have some other cool things. Let's see what else we got. We have the air balloon and the free to fly. I love that because that I do feel like you're going to feel lighter than air, especially early on in the month when all of those big changes and surprises and other things are happening. I think you are going to feel very floaty and like you could just walk on air, and that whole energy going on there, because I feel like that's a big part of the early part of the month that you might feel here going on. I also kind of feel a childlike energy during the month, which is that, very exciting time. I feel like you might feel a little bit like a giddy kid again, because we have the hair bow, which I, think of for little girls. We have the teddy bear, which I think of for children, and also the Christmas tree, which is often a child's, kind of energy there of, the excitement of Christmas and that kind of thing, that giddy energy. So that's really exciting that you're going to feel that during the month and that you're going to have that going on. We also have the white rabbit, which is another child energy of, kind of going down the rabbit hole and, seeing new and exciting and different things. It's interesting how we have the follow your heart and the baby bottle with a heart on here, because I do feel like this might be a month for a few of you in the reading that's watching it to maybe actually work towards having a baby, or might actually get pregnant this month. That's something that I kind of feel might be, and that might be the celebratory things and the family-oriented things and things go on there as well. Let's look at your cards here real quick and see what we've got going here. We have the Jack of Pentacles, or the Page of Pentacles, another page energy, so that other useful energy. It's also the Pentacle energy, which deals a lot with our earthly desires and monetary things and things like that. We have another 3 here, which is a good creative celebratory energy also going on. Once again, I see it dealing with friends and that kind of thing. And then we have a Queen of Hearts here. Once again, it's that beautiful, not hearts, I'm sorry, clubs. But it's that queen. It's that ultimate fulfillment. The queens and kings to me are the head of their suits. They're the ones that bring all of the joys and all the good things from their suits to fruition. They have all the best qualities of their suit. Some of the worst qualities as well, but they have a lot of the best qualities and bring that a lot to a reading. It's interesting here how we have beautiful, dream, and miracle. We also have a D and an M, which could be initials, but I saw the word dream when I saw them, because it's the beginning and the end of the word. For some reason that came to my mind. So this is a really good month for you to follow your dreams, have a lot of your dreams come true. Wish upon a star. We've got the shooting star energy here. You've got all of those types of things going for you this month. Okay, so this is a really good month to put out to the universe what you would like to have, what you would like to see have. Dream your biggest dreams. Expect miracles to happen. The unexpected joy card, came up earlier. So, some good things are really in store for you to come forward here. It's an exciting month. We also have the Star and the Moon, which deals with your spirituality. I do think that spirituality is going to be an important focus for some of you guys this month. We did get that card in the Romance Oracle. We had some other spiritual kind of related energies going on here as well. And I feel like that might be an energy that some of you guys are going to be dealing with this month, is your relationship to spirit and the divine and whatnot. We also have the Heart Kitty, Some of you guys might actually adopt a kitten or a puppy or some other animal this month. I feel like that's another energy that might give you some joy in the family orientation kind of feeling and things like that as well. And then we also have the owl. The owl shows wiseness, that that you will learn some wisdom, and I do feel like that might be the case for you during this month, because we do have the balanced energy showing up later in the month, where it takes a lot of wisdom to kind of be able to chill out a little bit, kind of relax, kind of be able to go, okay, everything's going to work out for the best. Let me just kind of sit here and watch it unfold. That takes some wisdom and some effort to be able to do that. And not a lot of people can do that. So it's really cool that that's going to show up for you this month. All right, you guys had a lot of charms. I'm going to move them forward just a little bit so we have room for our oracle spheres. Now, how these work is you think of a question that has a yes or no type of answer involved with it. Okay? It just needs to be phrased in such a way that a yes or a no can be given as the answer. You pick which stand here that you would like your answer to appear on. We have bronze, gold, green, and blue. You pick which stand you want your answer to appear on. You think of your yes or no question, and we get our answers. Number 1, bronze is a not likely. Number 2, gold is a yes. Number 3, green is a not now. And number 4, blue is a probable. All right, so we have a not likely, a yes, a not now, and a probable. So lots of different answers going on there today. All right, let's move on to our angel numbers. If you're unfamiliar with these, angels like to communicate with us in lots of ways, and one of those ways is through numbers. Each number resonates with its own specific meanings and energies, and basically the angels can communicate with us that way. That's one of the ways that they communicate with us. Sometimes we'll see repeating numbers, or we'll see certain numbers show up on the clock, or license plates, or at work, or other things like that, and it'll strike us. That number will hit us, and it's because the universe and the angels are trying to communicate with us that way. So what we like to do is once a month during our monthly readings, we like to get numbers for you guys. And you can pick a stand that your lucky number can appear on, or that your angel number will appear on, to find out specific things that the angels are trying to tell you. You can't pick more than one stand. It is possible the angels have more than one message for you, so you can do that. Some people pick all 5 stands and use the numbers as lucky numbers. Some people will look at the numbers, and if they're 1 through 31, they may pick out a day of the month that it represents and say that's a really important day for me. Some important things are going to happen. There's lots of different ways you can utilize these numbers, so we let you guys kind of do that, okay? If you're trying to find out the meanings to the numbers, when they come up, there are a couple of links in the description that you can follow, and then type your number in specifically to find out. Or if you just go to do a Google search and type in angel number and the number that you're wanting to know about, it'll take you to a site that will tell you all about the number, okay? All right, so let's get our numbers. You've had a chance to pick your stand or stands. Number 1, green, is a 38. Number 2, bronze, is a 36. Number 3, gray, is a 31. Wow, lots of 30s going on, lots of 3s. It's very important. Now we got a 28. There's another 8. That's the purple one. And then the number 5, blue, is a 48. Okay, lots of 3s and 8s going on. All right. Okay, so we have 38, 36, 31, 28, and 48. So there are your angel numbers for today. Wow, guys, I enjoyed the reading greatly. I hope you did too. Please remember to give it a thumbs up. Also, share the channel with your friends and family. We can't stress how important that is for us and how it's helping the channel so very much. And thank you guys for doing that for us. Do check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings. They're on lots of different topics. There's bound to be one out there that would be of something that would be of interest to you, or you'd like to get some more information on. We also do daily readings, which are daily messages from Spirit, so check those out. There might be some really cool messages that Spirit would like to impart to you through those. We do put out videos every week. We're getting ready to put out our yearly videos that deal with the upcoming year in 2022. Those are based on your astrological sign, but each one does have a pick a pile in it. So there will be different messages for each astrological sign, not just one. All right, so be on the lookout for those coming forward. If you haven't subscribed, you can do so and hit the bell icon. That way you'll be notified when the different videos come out. And you can check those out. At least I hope YouTube will let you know. Otherwise, at least you'll have us there and you can click on us when you think, oh, hey, I want to see an upcoming reading. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks again for being here. We look forward to seeing you in other videos. And may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your messages for December of 2021. We're going to find out what's going on with your different energies and what you might face during the month, and maybe some advice on how to deal with some things, or some things that you might be on the lookout for. You guys are the ones that chose the citrine stone. It's one of my very all-time favorite stones of all time. It's such a cool color. Citrine means deals with abundance and prosperity and positivity and all those cool things. So it's just so exciting to me. Also, 3 is like my favorite number too. So pile 3, I don't know. Maybe that means this is gonna be a really good reading today. I don't know. I don't even know what compelled me to say all that, but there we go. Okay. We do have our tarot cards and Lenormand cards and whatnot that we're going to look at for your energies. We also have your romance oracle, and we might find out a little bit about what's going on with your love life for the month. We have our Zen tarot cards that we're going to look at to see maybe some other energies. We also have our charms that will help us along with some things you might be dealing with or how to work through things. And then we also have our oracle spheres. So you could be thinking of a yes or no question that you can get an answer to, because we're going to do that. And then also our angel numbers, where the angels will have an opportunity to give you any kind of extra insight into the month, or things that they would like you to look into or pay attention to, or you can use them as lucky numbers or other things like that. So there's a lot to get to in the reading today. So let's get started and see what we got going. Ooh, we have the 4 of Wands. Great way to start. The Hierophant. The 7 of Cups. Oh my goodness. The Moon card. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The Page of Wands. Oh, this sounds exciting. The Knight of Swords. The Queen of Swords. The Death card. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. The 10 of Pentacles. Even more awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then we also have the Ecclesiastic. That's interesting with the Hierophant. Okay. Wow, guys. This is an exciting month for you. Okay. First of all, it's interesting how you have the Hierophant and the Ecclesiastic card, because it's basically, dealing with religious matters or with your relationship with spirit, or conformity, I guess, is what I'm thinking, or traditional values and other things like that. So that might be a focus of you, for you this month. That might be something that you will be dealing with, is those kinds of issues. Okay, so that is something for you to be on the lookout for. That you might be dealing with traditions, you might be dealing with kind of the old guard, conformist types of attitudes, and some things like that. So that might be something that you'll be dealing with for the month. But you also have the Death card, which shows a transformation, and the Moon card. I actually kind of see the two actually going together this time. I really feel like this is a transformational month for you, that you're going to start noticing and seeing some things that maybe you hadn't looked at that way before. Maybe you didn't realize. Your relationship with spirit, I think, is going to strengthen this month. You have a really, really good opportunity to manifest some of the things that you would really like to get this month, because you have the 7 of Cups, which is a manifestation card. and you can get some really good things coming towards you. You have the Page of Wands, which is a fiery, new, passionate energy. You've also have the Knight of Swords, which is also that passionate, run out, go get them kind of thing. I feel like you're going to get fired up about something this month that I think you're going to think about things from a new light and a new perspective, and you're going to get very excited by that. You're going to see, the world in a different way. You're going to, you have the Four here of Wands. The fours are a stable energy. They're a celebratory energy. They're the community energy. Okay. The Wands is that fiery, passionate energy. It's that excitement and that feeling. And you have the Page there as well, going to be bringing you that excitement. So you have that exciting energy going on. But then you also have the Knight of Swords. The sword energy is new ideas and looking at things from new perspectives and innovative type of things. But you also have the Queen of Swords too. The kings and queens are like, they bring the ultimate energy of their suit to a reading. And so, you're going to have ultimate ideas, basically, is what I'm seeing here with this. And I think your outlook on things is going to change. I think the way you look at certain, and this could be your attitude towards things. This could be an angle of a problem, and you're going to look at it from a different angle, and then that's going to, break open the floodgates, basically. This could be on religion, because I do feel like religion might be a heavy, or at least your relationship with spirit or the divine and that kind of thing is going to be a focus for you this month. So maybe you're going to look at that slightly different. Your perspective on that part of the world might be a little different this month, and that's going to bring you new, exciting energies. I think you're going to have very tight bonds with your family this month with the Ten of Pentacles. Also, I do think, because we talked about you being able to manifest some things into your life this month, I do think you might be able to expect some unexpected windfalls or an increase in your income or some other things like that coming your way. So it's a big time celebratory month. It's a transformational month for you. Like I said, I keep hearing over and over again, looking at things from a different perspective or a different way. I'm surprised the Hanged Man didn't show up because of that. Okay, so it sounds exciting. It sounds great. It sounds like it could be a wonderful month. Let's take a look at your romantic oracle cards here. Now, one of the things I've noticed recently, and I kind of want to get out to you guys, is this particular deck. This particular oracle deck likes to bring out cards for specific groups. So a lot of the times the card that shows up isn't for everybody watching the reading. It's for a specific group. I've even felt compelled to pull 2 or 3 different cards so I can kind of get a little bit more of you included in the messages, because for some reason these tend to be very specifically oriented towards just a specific group of people in the collective that's watching the reading, and not everybody. It's really quite interesting how it does that. Okay, so we do have past life relationship. So for those of you that are in a relationship, it's very possible that you guys have known each other in the past and that you've been in a relationship in the past. And that means to me, whenever that shows up, is that you guys have some karma going on. Because if you've been in a relationship in the past, you've had some dealings with each other, good or bad, either way, and that you guys are working out some karma together in this lifetime. You might be soulmates, and you're meant to just keep meeting up, in lifetime after lifetime, that kind of thing. But that's something going on there. So if that resonates with you, then that message was for you. And let's take a look here what we got. What else we got? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Okay, so this is for those of you who maybe want to be manifesting romance into your life or don't have somebody in your life. And we were talking about some of the things that you can manifest or work on or bringing to your life. And the divine, we were talking about your relationship with the divine and whatnot. And, things coming at their own timing. So that may be what's coming to you this month for those of you that don't have a really good, strong relationship in their love life. That might be what's heading your way this month. So that's exciting as well. Okay, so we got that going on for you guys. Now let's look at our Zen Oracle and see what other energies we might. Whoa. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to take that card that flipped over right there. That's the one. We got fighting. Okay, once again, another swords energy. In a lot of ways. Well, I've done that in every reading today. Okay, let's take a look at what the book has to say on that. These are based on Oracle, or based on the tarot cards, but they are also have meanings of their own. Okay, this is the swords suit in the tarot deck, but for this particular card, it's called the Knight of Clouds. Okay, and let's see what it has to say about this particular energy. It says the figure in this card is completely covered in armor. Only the glare of rage is visible and the whites of the knuckles on his clenched fist. If you look closely at the armor, you can see it's covered with buttons ready to detonate if anybody so much as brushes up against them. Okay, in the background we see the shadowy movie that plays in the man's mind. Two figures fighting for a castle. An explosive temper or smoldering rage often masks a deep feeling of pain. We think that if we frighten people away, we can avoid being hurt even more. In fact, just the opposite is the case. By covering our wounds with armor, we are preventing them from being healed. By lashing out at others, we keep ourselves from getting the love and nourishment we need. If this description seems to fit you, it's time to stop fighting. Hello, Marty. There is so much love available to you if you just let in. Start by forgiving yourself. You're worth it. Okay? So that's really an important message. And Marty jumped up right during the message. That usually means something important. Hello, baby boy. How are you today? So I think this is a really important message for you guys to pay attention to. And this might be one of the things that maybe you do change your perspective on. Maybe you guys have been kind of shielding yourself and protecting yourself from some other energies and not letting people into your love life. And maybe now you're willing. Oh goodness, sorry about that. I'm sorry, Anna baby. The book fell. Okay, so that's really important to know. And Marty says so right here too, didn't you, baby boy? Okay, so this is something that I want you guys to think about. Also with the swords energy, it's another knight. It's the Knight of Swords again. So the Knight of Swords he's somebody that can fight your battles for you. Basically, if you have to fight a battle, you've got what it takes to do so. You don't have to be totally armored up and lashing out at others. You can be a little bit more, joyous, carefree, all of those energies going on, rather than the fiery, fighting type of nature. Okay, so I think it's an important message for you guys. Marty's trying his best to find a place to lay down. He doesn't show up in very many readings, and whenever he does, I always feel like it might be for an important reason. So I always try to take that to heart. Okay, so we did say you guys were going to have a change of perspective, so it might be on that type of energy, because obviously that's very important. Marty, let's not eat those. He always likes to eat any of my set decorations. I don't know why. You're such a good boy. All right. Let's take a look here, and we will do the charms and the oracle spheres and the angel numbers, and we'll see what else we can get going here. All right, let's take a look at our charms and see if there's any other energies or anything else we'd like to say about the month, or anything else you need to know. I don't know how he can sit here with those lights shining right in his eyes, but he does it. Oh, very few charms. Okay. That doesn't happen very much. Trust. Okay, important message. I think that goes right along with the Knight of Swords energy that we had with the Zen Oracle and with the tarot cards. Trust. It's important that you trust people and yourself and, just people in general this month. That's very important that you do that. It's a very important message that's happening here. And we got the love too, so that's really great. I think that in your love life, it's very important that you trust people that are there, that you love in your life. Oh, an M, okay. The M's very important. He wants me to talk about the M. Okay. I thought of the word me, which means pay attention to yourself during the month and feel good about yourself because you are worth it. And that's a very important thing for you to remember. Okay. But also, trust in your guidance, you got the moon card here, trust in your intuition, trust in what you can believe in, okay? We do have the confident kitty, so it is important for you to be confident. We also have the acorns here, which I can see is a couple of different things for your guys' reading. I can see how strong you are because, acorns grow into strong oak trees, and I think that that's really, really important. But also, I see it as a partnership because there's two here. And I think of that love and that strength you can get from other people and your community and your partnerships that you have. You notice how the moon card has, two people here. This particular moon card. We have our, celebratory Four of Wands, but it has two people. It's important to get that strength and that bond there. Okay. That's an important message for you guys. We also have the Queen of Diamonds. So you have a pair of queens, which is really important. So this also has to do with the manifestation of things that you want in this life as well, because the diamonds represents our earthly desires and our earthly things. And by having the queen, she's kind of the ultimate of her suit, her and the king. So it just shows that you can bring about those things into your life. You've got the higher ups on your side, basically, on that, okay? Now let's go ahead and do our oracle spheres. Let's get our answer to the question you'd like an answer to. All right, we have 4 different stands here. We have blue, silver, bronze, and green. And what we'd like for you to do with this is we'd like for you to think of a question that you would like an answer to that has a yes or no type of answer that can be paired with it. Okay, so that's phrased in such a way that yes or no would suffice as an answer. Okay, once you've thought of your question, we'd like for you to pick your stand. We have blue, silver, bronze, and green. You pick your stand, we go out and we get your answers. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We have blue, number 1, is a yes. Number 2, gray, is also a yes. Exciting, exciting. Number 3, bronze, is a not now. And number 4, green, is also a not now. All right, so number 1, blue, is a yes. Number 2, gray, is a yes. Number 3, bronze, is a not now. And a number 4, green, is also a not now. All righty, now we're going to do our angel numbers. This is where we can get extra messages from the angels. We can get lucky numbers. We can find out maybe an important day of the month, things like that. So what this is it works a lot like the oracle spheres. There are 5 different stands. We have gold, green, blue, purple, and bronze. You decide which stand or stands you would like to get your angel reading on. And then we go out and we pick our numbers and you have them. You can go out to Google search and type in angel number, 4 or 5 or 10 or whatever number pops up. And it will tell you what that number means, the meanings associated with that number. That will give you an idea of what the angels would like for you to pay attention to, about what resonances or things you might be dealing with during the month, that kind of thing. Now, some people pick more than one stand. You're welcome to do that. You're also welcome to use all 5 stands as your lucky number. Some people do that. You also can utilize these stands in other ways, in that some people will take the number that shows up, and if it is a number below 31, they might consider an important day of the month or something like that. Okay? So basically, there's no right or wrong way to do this. This is your interactive part of the reading. You get to decide how it works best for you. Okay? So number 1 gold is a 54. Number 2 green's a 5. Lots of 5 energies. There's a change going on. 35. Okay, yep. Change energy, sure. Lots of 5s have that energy involved. Okay, 21. We also have some 3s going on because 21 reduces down to 3. And then 55. Wow. Okay. So we have 54, 5, 35, 21, and 55. All right, so those are your angel numbers for today's reading. Okay, well, there is our reading for your December 2021. Thank you so much for being here. I enjoyed doing the reading so much. Please remember to check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot readings on lots of topics that might be of interest to you. We also do our daily messages from Spirit, so you can check those out every day and see what kind of messages Spirit might have for you on that. We are getting ready to do our yearly readings coming forward for what's coming up in 2022. Those are astrological based, but there will be a pick-a-pile for each one, so there won't be just one message for each astrological sign. So that's something to look forward to coming out soon as well. Please remember to share the channel with your friends and family. We cannot stress how important that is for us and how much we appreciate it when you guys do that. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. It is free, and we look forward to seeing you again in future videos. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye.